so important. This is the heart and the soul of a political campaign. What you do right here. It's probably more important than anything else, particularly in a primary where you got to get people to come out and vote. You're calling people, identifying them, finding the people who support us and getting them out is really very, very important. So I want you to know, that's why I wanted to come here with Barry. I want you to know how much I personally appreciate it. I understand I cannot do this on my own. We can't do it out of headquarters. We've got to do it with thousands and thousands of people like you who believe in what we're trying to accomplish, keeping the country in a strong posture with regard to dealing with Islamic terrorism, keeping us on offense, in distinction to the Democrats who want to go back on defense, keeping us on offense for a strong growth economy. Democrats want bigger government. We want smaller government. Democrats want much higher taxes. We want lower taxes. Democrats want socialized medicine. We want private medicine. I want you to be making your decisions about your health care. His health care, right there. I want you to be making a decision with a doctor, not one of Hillary's bureaucrats. And that's what's at stake in this election, right? And the judges that we appoint, a lot of people, I think, now realize how important it is to have the right person in the White House. The next president will appoint 200 federal judges. That's a lot of federal judges. You know something? They get appointed for life. You better be right about their being conservative, their being strict constructionists. And I think there's a big difference between me and the Democrats in doing that. So there are a lot of other things. You know our 12 commitments. You probably read them to people and discuss them with people. But I want you to know they all come from the heart. They're things I believe. They're things I believe I can do. And I believe I can do them because I've done things like that in the past. I think you can honestly tell people that we're their campaign and I'm the candidate that has achieved the most in terms of real results. Not just talking about it, not just espousing it, but actually lowering taxes, actually getting control of the size of government, actually reducing crime, not just a little bit, but by dramatic proportion, to give you confidence that I can do something like this now. That these things that we're promising to do, like ending illegal immigration and moving in the direction of private health care and lowering taxes and reducing government spending and keeping us on offense against terrorism, of course they're different than what I did before, but I accomplished things that were very difficult before. And I think we can take our list of results and put them against anybody else running and say that we have the strongest practical results for people. Certainly as compared to the Democrats. I mean, the three leading Democratic candidates, I'm trying to figure out what they've accomplished. I mean, they've never run a city, they've never run a state, they've never run a government of any kind, they've never run a business, they've never run anything. And they want you to put them in the White House so they can get on-the-job training. I don't think that's good. I think there's a better way to do it. I think there's a better way to do it is to vote for somebody with experience, somebody that's actually accomplished things, somebody that actually has a record. And I think we've got that. And finally, again, I can't thank you enough. I mean, you are the heart and soul of this campaign. I really appreciate your support. I think South Carolina has already been a big surprise for people, how strong we've been in South Carolina. It's not me. I attribute it to Barry. People want to know, people ask me this all over the country, how come you're doing so well in South Carolina? I've been getting this question for about 6 or 8 months now.
Because we love you.
Barry wins. That's the reason for it. The reason I do well in states, where we have good organizations. And it's about you. It's about Barry and all of you and the things that you're accomplishing. Because you're going to take that good showing that we now have in these polls and you're going to turn it into a victory. So thank you. And you have any questions? Very nice to meet you. You're part of the Touchdown Club? Yeah. Do you make touchdowns? Do you make touchdowns? Okay, you want to say go Gamecocks? Real loud now. Come on. Go.
Dana!
Okay.